Coinbase is collapsing after hours. It is currently down 6%. At one point, right after they announced, it was up 4%. So this is quite the swing, a 10% swing just in the last 10 minutes. So here's what happened. They were expected to have $858 million of revenue. Sounds like a lot. Well, guys, that's 2.23 billion was their same quarter last year. So they are down $1.4 billion in revenue from year to year. And they reported $808 million in revenue. So not only did they drop whatever percent, 60% from 70% from last year, they missed revenue. They made $6.78 per share in the same quarter last year, in the second quarter of last year. They were expected to lose $1.23 per share. They lost $4.98 per share. This is their shareholder letter from their website. Look at this, guys. Assets on platform. Look at these increases and then collapse. Why? Crypto. Crypto just collapsed. That's all it was. But even from last quarter, it has collapsed. So what does Coinbase do? They're a crypto exchange. If you believe in crypto long-term, you've got to be ready for volatility. And you've got to be ready for volatility with Coinbase. Because this is what they're going to do. As crypto gets better and goes up, they're going to make more because people are going to put more money into it. As it collapses or goes down, the exact opposite will occur. If you're new to this channel, I'm Paul. I'm a value investor. I think cryptocurrency is a joke. I truly believe what Warren Buffett says, which is if you offered him all the crypto in the world for $25, he would say no. There is no intrinsic value to crypto for me. If anybody out there says blockchain, please flush your money down the toilet. You don't understand how to make money. Just because the technology is good doesn't make everything that touches it worth a lot of money. Give example. In 2000, the internet was in its infancy. And tons and tons and tons of tech companies, internet companies went to zero. 22 years later, the internet is magnitudes larger than it was in 2000, and those companies never revived. And companies that were around, a lot of them still, stocks fell a ton. Don't buy into the story and only the story. Look at the numbers, understand the numbers, and figure out what something is worth to you. This is a lot of volatility, guys. This is a ton of volatility. I can't even believe, look at this revenue. Quarter by quarter, 2 billion, 1.2, 2.5, 1.1, 800 million. Look at these losses. Gains, profit of $1.6 billion, 400 million, 840, loss of 430 billion, a loss of $1.1 billion. 430 million, I apologize. Guys, it is bad out there. Now, if crypto all of a sudden has a surge and all of a sudden crypto's up 40, 50% to the end of the year, my guess is it'll do well. This will get a lot better. They'll probably beat because they're guiding not very good right now. And of course, every crypto king in the world is sitting there saying crypto's the future. Guys, there's 10,000 plus cryptos out there last time I checked, which was months ago. I'm sure it's a lot lower now. Which one's going to be the right one? I don't know. Could crypto work? Sure. But I think it will take a government trying to take crypto for themselves, and not El Salvador, a legitimate government, to sit there and take crypto and say, this is our crypto, this is our cryptocurrency. At which point, it's doing the opposite of the intention of crypto. Because crypto's whole goal is to be off record, to be able to be hidden. No government's going to, it's going to eventually, in my opinion, it's going to eventually become the case where governments are just sitting there saying, you know what? We don't trust it. You're trying to use it to skirt laws. We're out. It's banned. All it takes is that, and then what happens to the crypto? That's the point here. So if you believe in crypto, first off, you might be right, but you'll be right for all the wrong reasons. Because even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. In all likelihood, if you have 100 investments similar to crypto, have the same storyline, you are going to lose a lot of money. Full disclosure, I now, in the last 2 weeks, have entered a trade. I sold calls on Coinbase at a January 2023 for $55. I'm down 165% of that call option. You might sit there and hear that and go, oh my God, that's insane. I'm not worried. I could lose money on that call option, but I believe Coinbase will be under $55 in January of 2023, just 4 or 5 months from now. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But it's my way of shorting Coinbase with a limited upside potential, but also not having having to borrow shares, pay interest charges, etc. So I'm down on that. Now you might sit there and say, oh, this guy's biased. I just entered that trade 2 weeks ago. Go watch one of our other 1,700 videos, and a lot of them I talk about crypto. I just don't believe it's a legitimate form of currency. Every single person I meet who's into crypto, I've never met somebody who's into crypto where I go, man, that person is really, really smart. I've always thought to myself, man, that person's really, really stupid. No wonder they're into crypto. This is what I truly believe. Somebody recently told me, they asked me to buy their house for them and rent it for them because they thought that I've never been more sure in my entire life that this is a buying opportunity of buying opportunities for crypto. And I just sat there and said, if this isn't a text that I'm going to keep forever. And unfortunately, I know it sounds bad, but I think that person's going to have a hard time with their money. They'd started a crypto fund, and I think it's an absolute joke. I think crypto is an absolute joke. It is one, and I'm libertarian, and all these libertarians love it. Why? Because it's away from the government. Guys, be pragmatic here. Realize that the government ain't going away. There's no way we're going to have some sort of currency outside of the government that the government's fine with. If it's a way to skirt government, look at it. They already tax it. When originally the whole point of it was it wasn't going to be taxed on the gains. Now they already taxed the gains of it. What do you think? The government was going to get away? Was going to let you get away with that? Of course not. Now, could they crush from here? Sure. But where crypto prices go, that's their revenue and profit. That's just the way it's going to be. And that's why they've absolutely grown a ton. Look at our friend Kathy Wood. Bought crypto at $250 a share, sold it at $50 a share, essentially. And I didn't quite understand that because she believes crypto is the future and she believes Coinbase is the future. Why sell it? It doesn't make sense. What do I buy? I buy investments where I can reasonably determine how much money they're going to make in the next 5, 10, 20 years. I cannot do that with crypto or Coinbase. That's literally impossible for me. I look at crypto and I see the flavor of the decade. Crypto to me will be the poster child for this bubble collapse. Crypto will be the poster child when we go, come on, it was so obvious. We had these digital coins that were going up and down based on randomness. Dogecoin was created literally as a joke. It was a joke and it skyrocketed. Come on, guys. Give me a break. Let's see how crypto is doing right now. Let's go see how is our friend Coinbase doing. All right, it's rebounded a little bit. It's only down 3.6%. Today, Bitcoin's down 4%, but it's at 23,000, which is off its low of June of 17,000. So, okay, more power to them. Now, I teach a process here. What I'm trying to teach you is you're going to miss out on home runs. So maybe I'm not the person to talk to about crypto, but don't fall into the BS that people will tell you they're crypto experts. They're only saying that because they know 99 out of 100 people won't question them on that. What makes them an expert? How do you know what an expert of crypto would be? Because they understand the blockchain? I guarantee you don't understand the blockchain. They can't program anything. They don't understand anything. Now, is there a way to make money off crypto? Absolutely. Trading. Mo does the bid and ask nation. He does long-term swing and day trading. Absolutely trade crypto. It's because all you care about there is price movement, charts, and volume. That's it. I don't care what the asset is. I was doing day trading and swing trading for a while. I didn't care at all what the asset was. All I cared about was, did we find the patterns we want to find? And you can find that in any stock, any investment, anything that trades day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute, whatever. So if this makes sense to you and you sit there and hear crypto and go, how is my neighbor's 18-year-old son making all this money from that? That should be a red flag for you. Everybody can't be an expert in something and can't be a good investor in something, in everything. And that's what's happening here with crypto. Everybody, waitresses, bank tellers, 18-year-old caddies, all these people are experts in crypto. It is not possible. There's no shortcuts in life. Real good returns occur to the very few because they think differently. Do you want to think differently? Do you want to think like everybody else? If this makes sense to you, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at Paul Gabriel, and thank you very much for your time. Please go to the next video, which you can learn about our 8-pillar process and how we look at stocks, and you can understand that process much easier. Thank you very much.